What did you dream team? It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with why American healthcare makes no sense. This is a video from Bernie Sanders' YouTube channel. And I've seen clips of like Bernie Sanders, and I find a lot of these clips I'm seeing, I find myself agreeing with Bernie Sanders a lot. All I'm saying is if he runs, I do find myself agreeing with a lot of his points, but we shall see in the future. But I'm intrigued to jump into this video. Before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon all up top. You don't subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. And I'm human. I talk back. You got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or in the description section there's a Google form link. What we got?
This is Jane Doe. She earns $60,000 a year. She's quite content. Little does she know that nearly 20% of that paycheck is going to be spent on health care. You see, Jane lives in the United States, and the United States spends double what other similar countries pay per person on health care, but has worse health outcomes. Declining life expectancy, higher maternal and infant mortality rates, higher rates of medical error. Just last year, the United States spent over $3 trillion on healthcare expenditures.
Crazy. 3 trillion with a T?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. I'm ready to pass out with you, Jane. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. It doesn't at
Trillion
all.
with a T?
Yeah,
Yep.
with a T. Capital T.
An ambulance ride to the nearest hospital in America can cost thousands. Jane Doe's trip cost her about $1,300, but her insurance is going to cover $1,050. In essence, Jane Doe, before even stepping foot in a hospital or meeting a doctor, has already racked up a charge of $250. Once admitted, a nurse conducts an electrocardiogram. That costs $400. A doctor orders a few tests to rule out a heart attack. Blood tests cost about $1,000. Blood tests means venipuncture, $20. Urine tests, $83. Chest x-ray, $348. The overall ER admission fee, $2,961. So that's $4,812 for the hospital visit on top of the $250 for the ambulance. Now, the hospital was in network, so her insurance negotiated it all the way down to $3,711. But that's not all. Jane Doe's insurance only covers a portion of the ER doctor's bill, leaving her with another burden of $250. So that's $3,711 for the hospital visit, $250 for the doctor, $250 for the ambulance. That leaves Jane Doe with a grand owed total of $4,211.
That's just to see what's wrong. We ain't even figured out a problem yet. We ain't even figured out an issue yet. No, or I guess to see what they did. You figured out an issue, but you ain't even came up with a solution to whatever's going on. And you're already over 4K in the hole. You're more sick hearing that than you were when you went in the first place. I'm more sick. I mean, that's absolutely insane. I don't know why most of us can't understand that. That's absolutely insane. It makes no sense.
With a grand owed total of $4,211. Wow. Luckily, Jane Doe pays $442 a month, over $5,300 a year in healthcare premiums. So her insurance should kick in and lighten the financial load, right? Not quite. Jane Doe has a $4,000 annual deductible with Blue Cross Blue Shield that she hasn't yet met. That means she's responsible for all the medical costs until she has spent $4,000 that year. That means that anything less than $4,000 is hers to handle. In this case, that's all $4,000. In 2017...
So what the question is, what am I paying $442 a month for? For anything over 4K? Why? That's ridiculous. That's the dumbest thing. I'm paying you $442 a month. $5,300 a year. I've already met my deductible and monthly payments. What are you... So I got that makes it. So I got to come out 4K before my insurance gonna kick. Come on, man. It makes no sense once again.
Handle. In this case, that's all $4,000. In 2017, nearly half of all insured Americans said it was difficult to pay their medical bills before their deductible kicked in.
Crazy.
Why are we like this?
Well, it's mostly because insurance companies, pharmaceutical companies, and the rest of the healthcare industry are able to charge what they want and increase prices at a whim. But what if they weren't allowed to? What if the United States had a program in place that let Americans get the care they need without the crippling debt? What if the U.S. joined the rest of the developed world in offering a tax-based, single-payer healthcare system? What if the U.S. had Medicare for all? An ambulance ride to the nearest hospital in America is $0 at point of service. Doesn't matter where you are or when. You in the U.S., you spend $0 at point of service. Once admitted, a nurse conducts an electrocardiogram, like I mentioned before. That now costs $0. A doctor orders a few tests to rule out a heart attack. Blood tests costs about $0. Blood tests means venipuncture. $0. Urine test, $0. Chest x-ray, $0. The overall ER admission fee, $0.00. The total cost of your visit, all that I just mentioned, including ambulance, copay, and doctor under Medicare for All, is, let me figure it out. Carry that down. $0 at point of service.
I mean, like, come on, bro. How do you hear this? How do you not want this? How do you not want this? Especially if you're middle to lower class. Like, this is a necessity. And yeah, I think you are gonna pay more taxes each year. You are gonna pay more taxes. But at the end of the day, if you get hurt or sick one time, that hospital bill as of now is gonna cost you more than you would pay in taxes for the year. So when you think about that, especially if you have a family, kids are going to get hurt, kids are going to get sick. It just happens. We're all humans. We're not just kids. Adults are going to get hurt. Adults are going to get sick. It happens. So to have something like this, people would just be able I guarantee our healthcare would go up. We'd be able to live longer, lower infant mortality rates. We lower a lot of stats. This is called putting the people over profit. This is what that looks like.
Carry that down. $0 at point of service.
What? $0 at point of service? How is that possible?
Well, under single-payer Medicare for All, we will eliminate premiums, deductibles, out-of-network doctors, surprise billing, and all the other horrors of our current system. We're going to replace all of that with a system of progressive taxes that asks the wealthy and large corporations to pay their fair share. At the same time, the government will use its leverage to finally negotiate fair prices for all Americans to bring down the cost of care. This isn't a radical or new idea. We see this in countries all over the world, including our neighbor to the north, which is, you know, Canada.
But won't that mean I'll have to pay more taxes?
Don't let the critics fool you. When you add up all the healthcare costs Americans have to pay, we're already some of the highest taxed people in the world.
What the is this?
Even worse, in America today, the poor pay more of their income towards healthcare than the wealthy. Under single-payer Medicare for All, will finally distribute that cost fairly.
You're going to be more accessible than ever.
That's why study after study shows that compared to the current system, single-payer Medicare for All will be an effective tax cut for most Americans.
This is right. It can't get no righter.
You'll be paying
Come on
less
now.
and getting more. What could be more American than that? So the real question isn't, how are we going to pay for Medicare for All?
It's how can we afford to pay for our current system?
Thank you. We can't. We literally can't. Hey, Bernie, my guy. I'm just saying. If you make a run, you got my vote, my guy. You got my vote. But this just makes complete sense to me. People can't pay for the current system. They cannot. It's literally we got the most healthcare debt out of any other country in the world. People are going into debt, going into bankruptcy because they want to live. Basically, because they want. If that's not crazy, I don't know what is. That's all we got for this one. You guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to? You can subscribe to Patreon or in the description section or the Google form link. Hit the link, fill out your suggestions, send it to me. Want me to get to yours faster? Fill out premium. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy Neal. Out.